This is a walkthrough of the practice that Ideal Practice Solutions helped me set up. So patients come in the front door here. They check in with my receptionist. And then typically they'll sit down for a few minutes. And then once we're ready for them, after they fill out their health history, we'll come through this door here. And this is checkout. So yeah, all my patients will check out here at the end of their appointment. And then most of my new patients, I route through hygiene first. So they'll walk through here. We got a bathroom there. And this is my hygienist's room. This is the only hygiene room that's outfitted, although we're in the process of getting more hygiene equipment for a second room. If I can do a same-day conversion, I can move the patients over to either one of my ops. So this is the op that I typically do most of my IV sedation in. As you can see, we've got overhead TVs, basically all the amenities. We've got noise-canceling headphones. And then this one here is, occasionally we'll use this one for IV sedation. And then we have a Zoom whitening light. They're basically set up the same way. We went with electric hand pieces, which are a lot quieter compared to the Air ones. One of the most awesome things with this practice, I really like to push technology. So we went with a cone beam CT that can be used for endodontics, like molar root canals or third molars or implant placement. I decided to make the jump from my previous job to my own practice, and I went with digital impression. So this is a Trios 3-shape digital impression. It's got the smallest scan head on the market. Not to promo that, but we do all our crown impressions with this. We do our Invisalign scans. You get them back within about 48 hours, at least the ClinCheck for them. This is a Nomad Pro 2. If you guys are setting up a practice, don't get wall-mounted x-ray tubes. Get one of these because you only have to buy one unit and this serves 3 rooms. And in reality, I've realized we could probably serve up to 5 rooms with one of these. Now they are a little bit expensive, but if you have one of these, you don't need 5 wall-mounted x-ray units. Check with your state too, because in some states they aren't approved yet. I got a variance. When Ideal Practices helped me set up this place, the idea long-term was own your own building, have it set up for expansion so we can bring in more hygienists and another doctor. And so with that in mind, while I only have 1 hygiene room set up and 2 operatories set up, it was designed to expand. So this empty room here is going to be another hygiene, which by November we'll have another chair in here because our patient flow has been pretty high. This will be a 3rd hygiene room. So these ops are actually larger than the first ones I showed you. And the idea long-term here is I really want to get a microscope for one of them, and I'll primarily use them for surgery and probably implants. But the rooms are physically larger in both dimensions. But yeah, so that's, if you're keeping track, I have 4 usable general dentistry ops. 2 of them are equipped, 2 of them aren't. And I have 3 hygiene rooms. You should have about 2 hygienists per doctor. And the last cool part about this is when Ideal Practice Solutions was doing the architecture part of it with John Malone, we actually designed the building to expand on both ends of the hallway here. So we can actually put 2 more ops here, and then we can build 2 more ops off that. So we can actually have, what would that be, like 8 total ops for general dentistry and 3 for hygiene, or you can come up with a different combination if you want more hygienists. So yeah, I'm excited for the future expansion. If you haven't considered it, consider a sterilization center. There's a couple brands. I went with Pelton and Crane. You don't have to go with them, but everything's separated out. So we got a dirty side. I go with cassettes. So I actually use a cassette dishwasher. This is, obviously medical grade. You can't just go to Lowe's and buy a Bosch washer and expect it to clean all the blood and debris off your instruments. You can store dirty instruments up here, although we aren't doing that because I don't have a ton of instruments. I have enough for me and my hygienist. So this would be the clean side. So this dishwasher washes and fully dries them, which is totally OSHA compliant. So we wrap our stuff and then we stick it in our sterilizers. Another word to the wise, get a normal ultraclave and then get a Statim, because if you don't buy enough instruments, you're going to need the Statim to turn that stuff over really fast. And we do have days when we're so busy, we're just constantly using the Statim. And then the cool part about this when the lights are off is this is blue, which signifies that it's clean, and you can store all your kits in here. So not to plug Pelton and Crane, like I said, ADEC makes these. I think there's a couple other brands, but I just went with Pelton and Crane because I liked the look. Oh yeah, these slide out pretty easily too, so if you ever have to service them, you don't have to pick up the whole unit. And then I have my mechanicals in here. Again, not to plug these brands, but if you think about your practice, the one thing you never want going down is your suction and compressor, and so spending extra money to get top of the line is well worth it. These are all maintenance free, so they literally run diagnostics. If there's a problem, they will email, the machines themselves will either spit out a code or they will email Henry Schein to alert the service techs that something's wrong. And I think the top one can actually keep functioning even if something is wrong for a while. So nothing ever shuts down, you just keep producing. So one of the weird things, when you open your practice, if you have 2 bathrooms and you want one of them to be a staff, when they inspect, you literally have to have a male and female bathroom. And after they're done inspecting, you switch one to customer and then staff restroom. It's kind of a way around it. And obviously, you can't forget the staff break room. Kind of smells like cinnamon rolls in here. Nothing special here. Get a microwave. We actually have a washer dryer in my mechanical closet over here. We don't need to look at it, but we keep supplies, some supplies back there too. This is my office. Nothing really special, just a desk so I can write my notes. I got my own bathroom. This right here will be a manager's office at some point. It's kind of nice to have because it's separated off from your reception. We also use, let's see, Ideal Practices suggests using a call service when you open. So we actually use this company called UIC, and we don't miss any calls, which is awesome. They even answer the phone when we're not open, and they'll send you little email alerts, and you can log in on your phone and see who called. It's kind of cool. Same thing, more desk space, multifunction printer. And then we've got our checkout computers and my server closet. And yeah, everything's tied into that. And then our tech company monitors our servers so that nobody takes them for ransom and holds my patient data hostage. So yeah, I think that's basically the whole tour. The only thing I didn't show was the consultation room, but I haven't set it up, so it's kind of pointless to show it. But long term, we'll get a nice big TV in there and have it controlled by a computer so I can present larger cases to patients instead of doing it in the chair, which is how I'm doing it now. But yeah, if you're thinking about starting a practice, you'll be excited to come to work every day. And that's how I feel. And I just wanted to thank Ideal Practices for helping me do all of this. Thanks, guys.